It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins, next on Madden Football.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the third pick in this past year's draft.
From a talent standpoint, Drake May has every physical quality that you're looking for to play modern-day NFL quarterback. He can, of course, make all the throws. He's big, strong, and he is a very good athlete. He just needs some time. He needs to sit back and wait for his opportunity to play. Looks like that day is today, and I think if he goes out and plays to that potential, this is the first step of him becoming a legitimate NFL franchise quarterback.
12 yards on the gain. That's good for a quick first down. Off the play fake, here's May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Calais Campbell, the longtime veteran, in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
On the return, here's Washington. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he doesn't have one of the strongest arms, He makes up for it with great anticipation and pinpoint accuracy. So what it does, it allows him to throw very catchable balls. A lot of his receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there, and it'll bring up second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. The motion man here is Bourne. Throwing on 3rd down is May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll go play action with May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Slot receiver, headed right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 4th down, out comes Joey Sly for the Patriots field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Pats are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. On the return, Malik Washington. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yardage last season. Good here for the 1st down.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's going to tuck it and go. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Tua now on 1st down. That's caught by Smith on the right side. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll motion the tight end Smith. 3rd and 2, Tagovailoa. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Looking underneath for Achane. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw is Tua. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. Oh, he gets it right back. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Hill brought in motion. Here's Achane. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
One more time, it's Achane. And this time, he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run. Stevenson. He's inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On first and 10, here's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
May to throw on second down. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is third and inches. To throw is May. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on fourth and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
He runs with it, and he will score. Drake May. Touchdown, Patriots. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it, and the Pats are on top. It's now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Washington now to return it. Oh, he'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Tua gonna throw. That is caught right side by Beckham. Here's second and 9. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, OBJ. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. In motion comes Beckham. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will level the score at 10 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. They'll go right back to Stevenson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. First and 10. They'll run here with Gibson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Here's 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, here's May. Pass completed to Douglas. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
May to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the first down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Sly now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Patriots go up by 7. It is now 17-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Now he'll run it. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And that one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to cut it to 4, 17-13. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw on first down is May. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll go play action with May. This one complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This has the makings of a really good young tandem in New England. I mean, May, the rookie quarterback, first-round pick. Douglas, only in his second year, Mike. So the Patriots' hopes are high that these two can not only grow together, but they can continue to fit in some pieces around them and really try to improve this offense.
Slot man in motion right. They run on the jet sweep, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and short. And here is May. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him,
and he will take this one across into the end zone. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Patriots. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats have taken a 4-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua going to give it to Achane. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, it's Achane. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He keeps it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
In motion comes Beckham. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Tungo Vailoa. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Hill brought in motion. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Off the play fake, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, it's May. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's May. This one complete to Bourne. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A carry now for Gibson. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, The balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Pistol give to Stevenson. He brings it down to the 5-yard line, but now it is 3rd and goal. May gonna look to throw. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, New England. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Sly now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Washington now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. To the left side, OBJ is there. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. That one into the hands of Hill. And he will score. Game on. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting.
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll stick to the ground. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The number 3 overall selection, Drake May, headed out for the next Pats possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. May now on 1st and 10. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw again is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, New England.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Here's May again. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We'll see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Antonio Gibson Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Washington now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll tuck it and take off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go again here with Stevenson. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. On the give, this is Stevenson. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.